Hey, this is David from Barista Lab, and today we're at the Griffith Observatory in Los Angeles. Well, Pam, it's a beautiful sunny day and a lot of people are out, so I thought this would be a dope place to film. And today I wanted to talk about, explore like a simple question of what makes a good cup of coffee good. And seems like a simple question, but I like taking simple things and making it super complex because I'm a douche like that. So let's just explore. So what makes a good cup of coffee good? The most obvious answer is the taste of the beverage, like what it tastes like in your mouth. And there's a couple different factors that go into that. There's the temperature of the beverage, the mouthfeel, what the flavor is on your tongue. And what I'm proposing is that that's actually a very small sliver on the spectrum of what makes a good cup of coffee good. And let's just explore the taste part, for example. So the taste, we can go deep into TDS levels, or total dissolved solids, basically how much coffee is dissolved in the water. There's meters that we can use to measure that number, and people do that all the time. It's a very scientific method of taste of a cup of coffee. But it's a very small example it's a very small sliver of the spectrum. For example, my friend Harold, he can't distinguish different flavors of coffee. To him, all coffee tastes the same. And that may be because he hasn't had practice or training tasting coffees, or he doesn't have the right amount of taste buds on his tongue to easily perceive the flavors of coffee. So to him, a good cup of coffee is a warm beverage. And that means he can drink tea, it's warm. He can drink hot water just by itself, and it's good. He can drink coffee, and as long as it's warm, it's good. He likes a warm beverage. And you have to think of people, it's a cold day, they want a warm beverage, and that's a good cup of coffee to them. My friend Tony, for example, he likes the buzz from caffeine. And so if a cup of coffee gives him a good buzz, a good high, it gives him an altered state, it is a damn good cup of coffee. Oh man, this cup of coffee got me really buzzed. Shit, this is good. Okay, just for an example. So you have a whole group or population of people who can't even perceive the different flavors of coffee, and I think that can be changed with training, but very few people have the motivation or the willpower to actually train to perceive coffee flavors. It's a very small percentage of people. So what are the other things that build a good cup of coffee? There has to be a lot more than taste, because so many people don't care about taste. So many people don't give a shit about taste. And that is completely fine, That is probably, maybe the majority of people who drink coffee. So that's fine, we can accept that, but we could build in other factors to, make a great overall experience. And some of those factors can be, if you're making coffee at home, it could be the packaging. It could be, if it's a fresh cup of coffee, it smells different, it smells fresher. The smell is more strong when you open the bag. If you're going to a coffee shop, it may be the emotions that you're experiencing when you're in that coffee shop. Maybe the baristas are your friends, you know them, they make you laugh. You see a good friend at the coffee shop you haven't seen in a while. Maybe the coffee shop is inspirational to you. Maybe you work at the coffee shop, so you hustle your ass off, and by the time you leave the coffee shop, you feel fucking accomplished, you feel like a badass. All those factors also come into play in what makes a good cup of coffee good. And I think those factors are actually a much stronger lasting influence on your beverage experience. That seems like such a nerdy term that I just made up, beverage experience. So yeah, the emotion is going to leave a deeper scar in your memory after you leave and after that taste has left your mouth. Because, think about it, last really good cup of coffee I had, I don't think I can even really remember the taste of it that well, but I remember who I was with, I remember, the conversation I had, I remember where I was at, and maybe how I felt that day. Yeah, maybe on a subconscious level, but those factors played into how I thought of that cup of coffee. And as an experiment, next time you're going into a coffee shop, or maybe you're a barista or a coffee shop owner, think about other things that's going into this experience other than the taste of the beverage. Keep measuring the TDS levels, but also think about how you're greeting the customers. If you're a customer, think about how you feel as you're going into the coffee shop. Are you anticipating the caffeine buzz? Are you anticipating seeing a good friend? Are you ready to work? Are you excited that you're going to work and you're going to get your hustle on? And think about the little things that go into the experience, like how the barista greets you when you come in, how the drink is served to you. All those things influence the experience, possibly on a subconscious level. How the drink looks, the smell of the coffee shop, who's in the coffee shop, is it busy, are the countertops dirty? All these things can factor into how you feel. And so pay attention to those things next time you're going to a coffee shop. Also, when you're leaving the shop, pay attention to how you've changed, how the experience has changed your state. As you're leaving, maybe you feel more motivated, you feel more inspired, you're buzzed, so your state is altered and you're ready to kick ass at work. And so that's a very simple question made super complex. I hope you enjoyed this type of video blog. Try the experiment next time you go to a coffee shop, next time you're experiencing a drink, and see what happens, see what you find. Leave comments in the comment section, and let me know what you think about this video and what your findings are. And thanks a lot. This is David from Barista Lab.
4, 3, 2, 1.